Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Simeon. And you know we're giving a voice to the people. Today, I am in Hollywood. That's right. I'm in Hollywood. And I have a great show lined up for you tonight. And as you can see, I got on my shirt, Black Films Rock. All films rock. But today, I'm just talking about how Black films rock. And you guys need to get ready because I have a dope show for you today. I have two great guests. It's going to be super awesome. I have a surprise for you. I can't wait to show you. And I hope you guys have been just, taking it easy. I know a lot has been going on and the world is changing. There's COVID, and we just need a little laughter. We need some fun. We need some motivation, and that's what I'm here to do. So I want you guys to hold on to your seats because we're about to kick off the Simeon Henderson show just like we do all the time. Let's go.
Ain't no stopping now. It ain't no stopping now. Ain't no stopping now. There ain't no stopping now. Ain't no stopping now, it ain't no stopping now. Ain't no stopping now, it ain't no stopping now. This what you wanted, Cause ain't no turning back. This what you wanted, Cause ain't no turning back.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Simeon Henderson Show, where we are giving a voice to the people. I want to give a big shout out to my executive producer, Jamani Anamdi, my producer, Jose Perez, my creative director, Shelton Smith, and everybody that make this show run. Intellectual Radio, podcast. I appreciate you guys, and we're going to keep doing big things. I have a great guest tonight, and I want to introduce her. So tonight we're excited to have with us actress Dawn Noel, and from the comedy White People Money, and she's been in a plethora of movies and TV shows. Dawn made her way onto the Broadway stage, being cast in the following acclaimed productions: The Lion King, In the Heights, and Fame. Dawn is also a professional feature dancer, having toured with Madonna and J-Lo, which is Jennifer Lopez. Wow, I didn't even know that. And we also have with us Quincy Trent. But without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to, we're going to bring on both. I want to introduce you guys to the one and the only Ms. Dawn Noel. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am awesome. It is so good to see you. So, you know what I'm have to do?
I'm going to lower. Yes. Yeah. What do I do?
You turned it down?
On my phone?
Yeah, so we'll have that feedback.
So it's turned down on my phone.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. We're good now. So, how are you?
I'm good.
That's good.
Live.
So it is such an awesome treat to have you on the show. And I was thinking, right? So you're co-starring in a movie that just came out. So I'm going to start right there. It's a comedy titled White People Money. I was fortunate enough to be a producer on it, and I saw your performance, and it was dope. You were awesome. I am so excited for you and the things that you've been doing. So let's get into it. Tell us, what was it like attending the prestigious High School of the Performing Arts? Let's start there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's start there.
Well, that's the school that Boys and Men went to. I actually knew them before they were Boys and Men. The little dance company I used to dance with, it's not little, but it was called The Next Generation. And we used to perform with them before they were Boys and Men, when I was not even in high school. So we used to dance, and it was a theater company. You know, we danced and touched on a lot of social issues. And so I knew them already. And actually, Motown Philly was my first music video when everybody is, outside on the school and stuff. Yeah. So it was awesome,
So I'm not going to skip over that because, everybody loved Boys to Men. What was it like? What was it like working with Boys to Men? I mean, because they were huge.
Well, I didn't work with them when they were Boys and Men. It was before that. So like we would be performing at the same function or same event. I don't even know if they would remember me, but probably if I if I, back then, in their memory. But No, it was awesome. You know, by the time I got there, I think Wanye was probably a senior, so I was a freshman. You know, so
Right.
damn, I just told my age.
Yeah, it's all good.
It was awesome. I loved, you know, it was fun. I barely went to any classes. I just danced all day. I was touring and working while I was in high school. I was touring like a circus and a magic show, and we were constantly performing.
So you were paid as a shorty.
I was getting paid in high school. Yeah.
That's what's up. So here we go. So we went back to high school. We know where it started at. The one thing I love about acting is I got my chops on the stage in theater. And when you can do theater, there's a transition to come to television and movies, but I think it's a little easier for us because theater is it's live. There's so much that goes into it, the work. Tell us about the role that you portrayed in a Broadway production of Lion King, which was huge.
Yeah. Oh my God. Still one of my favorite shows. I've played almost every role in that show. I started out as the cheetah. I was in the ensemble. And then I went back so many times because they kind of keep their circle small. So I would constantly go back, even if it was for 3 months, 6 months. That was perfect for me because it's hard to do the same show 8 times a week.
Right.
Without getting bored or, you know, start playing around on stage, which I did. And then I went back as a swing. So at one point I've done every role at some point, you know. Yeah. Such a beautiful show. So
right.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So talk to us about producing the award-winning short film, Shattered Pitch at 22 years old?
22 years.
At 22 years?
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Well, when I moved to Los Angeles 12 years ago, you know, I had my reels together. You know, of course, I was coming from being a dancer mostly, but I was already building my acting credits in New York. And, you know, independent films, commercials, all of that. I had a BFA. I was on Broadway. I was like, oh, I'm going to be good. And I got to LA and crickets. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. And I wonder if I stayed in New York a little longer, maybe things would have. Then they started doing Orange is the New Black and started filming more TV in New York, but not when I was there. So when I got to LA, I was bored. I'm like, I'm from the East Coast. I'm not waiting around for somebody to give me a job. So I started producing, and I had no idea what I was doing, but I did. You know, I've been in the entertainment business my whole life. So it was common sense to me. So Shattered Pitch, I did probably like 9 years ago.
Okay.
And it has Chad Coleman from The Wire, The Walking Dead, All-American, you know, awesome actor. Rafael Soto wrote it and directed it. And after that, I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. So then I took a stab at writing 22 years, which was probably 5-6 years ago, something like that. And I realized writing is not for me.
Yeah.
But I had 90 versions. I got someone to come on board, fix everything. And I produced it and I started it. And that was much better. Got multiple distribution platforms. It's all over the place. It won so many awards. And now my next adventure will be directing very soon.
That's cool. I just made my directing debut, and you'll get to see the trailer because I'm going to show it on this show tonight. Awesome. And but that's a great segue into you going from crickets to doing your thing. And I would love to show everybody just a little bit of clip of you doing your thing. Everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. And we are with the very talented and beautiful actress, Dawn Noel, out in California. And I want you to check her out right now. Here we go.
Last year, Mom had to wear many hats. It's time to say thank you. This Mother's Day, Curacao has the perfect gift for her, with hundreds of offers on thousands of products starting at just $49. Let her know how much you appreciate her with a gift from Curacao.
Good morning. Can I help you?
Everything okay in there?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Because we've had several noise complaints from the neighbors.
Yeah, I see you, Sally. I know it was you. Officers, everything's fine. Sally there just needs to get laid.
Do you mind if we come in?
Actually, I'm late for work and the place is a mess. Our cleaning lady comes tomorrow. But be my guest.
Oh.
Visitors. How lovely.
Yes, darling, isn't it?
You want to tell us what's going on here?
Nothing. It was nothing, I swear.
Because it sure sounded like it was something. And it definitely looks like it was something.
My husband Luis and I just had a tiny disagreement, a lover's quarrel, a kerfuffle, if you will.
Want to elaborate?
I bought the wrong kind of orange juice.
Again, and I got a.
So Don,
I was trying to add it on Facebook. Sorry.
so it was cool. It was cool to see you. I know you said it was crickets when you first went to LA and things like that, but your tenacity and your perseverance and your willingness to just put in the work and not give up. Let me turn this down, guys. To not give up and keep going is what people. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is what people need to know, because people, no matter what it is, whether it's acting, whether if you're going to school, a job, you're going for a promotion, so many people have to understand that every dream that you have, it starts as a dream. And I don't care how small or how big, you have to go after it, and you have to be ready and willing to put in the work. And speaking about putting in the work, you play the role of Rachel in the hit comedy that just came out, that's everywhere, and it's going to be in theaters also May 7th. I think 23 or I think 53 theaters. I forget how many it is. But what was it like for you playing the role of Rachel in White People Money? And because a lot of people hear the title and they get it mixed up. It's a comedy. If you look at the cover, she's laughing, he's looking funny, money's falling all over. It's a comedy, people. It's nothing about racism and all of that. It's just good, fun comedy. What was it like for you playing the role of Rachel?
Well, one, thank you, Mark. I've always wanted to work together with him. We've been trying to work together. Even a couple other projects, hopefully, will come to fruition that we'll work together. I met him at a film festival for 22 years. I think Charlotte, and we have so many mutual friends. So I was super excited. It was very in and out, like Chicago, bam, the flight was late. You know, Aaron and I were on the same flight from LA, and then we get there, we like sleep for 4 hours, maybe not even. On set, shot all my stuff in one day. The cast crew everybody was so professional and so nice. Like even the hotel was nice. I was like, wow, okay, damn, I can only be in here for like 4 hours, you know. Damn, you know, then I'm rushing back to the airport. But as far as an actor, I love comedy. And that's my job as an actor is, you know, to make people cry, make people laugh, make people feel something, think about things in a different way. Not that it was just a job for me, but it was fun. It was fun to just kind of, a lot of stuff I just improv. Like I never worked with Aaron before. So we're on set just kind of sort of improv. We didn't rehearse anything, nothing. You know, I came with some ideas of what I wanted to do. But while we were on set, I was like, you know.
Somebody said that you were amazing in White People Money. Yes, she was.
You know, like Black Panther had just come out recently. And as he was hugging me, my arms just went like this. And I was like, Wakanda. Okay. You know what I mean? It's just being open and free. Yes. And, you know, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't know nothing about cooking anything. You know, that was on that counter. I've been a vegetarian 25 years. So
wow,
like, I don't even know how to make chitlins.
Right.
So, yeah.
So everybody. So speaking about the movie White People Money, and let's show everybody a little the trailer of White People Money. So everybody that's watching this show, if you haven't watched it yet, you have to watch it. Her performance is amazing. You are bougie, ghetto, nice, mean. It is hilarious. It's just funny to me. But everybody, before we finish up with Dawn Noel, I want to show you guys the trailer for White People Money, and we'll be right back with more Dawn Noel, everybody. And the people on Instagram, we're going to see if we can show you too.
Some serious money coming through this house.
Why don't you at least try to match my pay grade?
I'm not talking about a couple of $1,000s a month, Nora.
Well, I have a savings account.
How much you got enough for real?
Negative $15. But I needed some eyelashes.
Well, see you later. Johnson Furniture Store.
Hey, y'all carry sofas?
What type of goofy-ass person calls a furniture store and asks if they carry sofas?
Excuse me?
Here's this write-up, sir.
You're fired.
Hello, Internet. It's your friend Nicole Arbor here with an insane announcement. The Giving Pledge. $15 billion to 15 lucky winners.
Nora, wealth, prosperity. The secret to solving our problems is that we need white people money. I should send a text message to that number. This is Kareem Malik Johnson. Y'all not playing with me, right? Baby,
Yes.
we are billionaires!
Oh my god. Rich. I'm running like a nose.
Where are we going? To a mansion.
Hey, show me.
I can't wait to tell my mama and daddy.
No one can ever know about this money.
What? What is the point of being a billionaire if nobody knows?
To keep our money. We really need to convince our friends and family members to steal the same broke-ass people.
You know Pastor is expecting that new Bentley. I just want a pair of LeBrons.
Put your hands up. We want white people money.
Right.
Now, we're not greedy. We just want $10 million to split between us.
Money.
This man just went from sounding like Saddam Hussein to Tom Brady.
I'm confused.
I just thought Muslims were on the up and up.
Who said I was a Muslim? I'm Baptist.
Money, make money.
Okay, Don. So that's the movie, everybody. Make sure it's on all streaming platforms, and it will be in theaters May 7th.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys support and check it out. I know you guys are going to love it. And now, Don, so as a well-rounded award-winning actress, because you are, tell us, what was it like winning you won a Manhattan Film Festival and you won an LA Movie Award, Best Actress at a variety of film festivals. What hat is the next level for Dawn Noel's acting career?
The next hat would probably be me directing. I got a grant to direct a really cool short film coming up. So this will be the first time I'll be directing, like for real. As far as an actor, I have a couple things coming out. There's a sci-fi feature film that I did in Hawaii a couple years ago, and then because of the pandemic, everything got kind of pushed back. It's called Devada. Of course, White People Money just came out. There's a couple projects that are, slowly coming out. SOS, a thriller, it was a horror film.
Yes.
So I just juggle.
Right.
Do I need to produce? What am I doing? Directing? What are we doing today? Dancing? What am I doing today?
Yeah. And that's what I'm learning to do too. I'm learning as just not just as an actor, but I've stepped into the directing and producing. And I've been producing my own talk show for the last 2 years, going on 3 years. But it's one of those things where you just have to stay consistent and committed. You got to stay faithful and focused to what you're doing in order to win and grow. And a lot of people are just scared to step out. And I want to ask you this. What was it like for you, that feeling when you decided to step out and just go for it? And you didn't care about what anybody said. You knew what you wanted to do and you went for it. What was that like?
I gotta say, I've always been like that since I was a kid. I never cared what anybody thought, said. I've been on my own for a very long time. I was always like to everybody, I did what I wanted to do. Very old soul. But as far as career goes, same. I'm just like, let's do it. We'll figure it out. And the first time it might be I was maybe a little nervous, and then you get the hang of it and you're like, you know what? If I just kind of listen to my instincts, listen to my intuition, I got this. I am so much further along, but because I'm an artist and we're our own worst critic, we're hard on ourselves and we just want the best as, possible. But then, you'll learn in the process.
Yeah.
You'll learn as you go through experience. And
okay. So so that's cool. So cool. I am so honored to have this opportunity to just sit down with you for this time and talk to you and kind of get in your head and see where you're at, how you started. And I know I asked you a couple of questions, especially the high school question. You're like, whoa. I do my research. We do our research here on the Simeon Henderson Show. But I just like to be able to talk to people and really get to know you and let the people get to know you and see who you are, not just as an actress, but as a person and an individual that's growing constantly and just really desires to be her best. And I'm going to have to send you a shirt. My Be Symbolic motto is simply your best. And being deeply rooted stimulates growth. And you exemplify that. And I just appreciate you for it. So tell everybody where they can find you, where they can see you. If they want to get a little more of Dawn Noel, where can they go?
On social media, I'm Dawn Noel, DAWNNOEL. I think on Instagram, I'm Dawn Noel Actor. Facebook, Dawn Noel. YouTube, Dawn Noel. I'm sure if you just Google, you'll find it. Yeah. Okay. So before you go, I want you to see the trailer for the new pilot, Roman, that I directed. And I want you to see it's a quick trailer, and I want you to see it before you get out of here. So before I say bye to you, I want to pop this on, and then we're going to say bye to you officially, okay? Cool.
So everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. And tonight I want to give you guys a special little treat, something I've been working on, pulled together my resources and decided to direct. And it's going to be pretty dope, I think. So I hope you guys like it. Tell me what you guys think about Roman, the trailer and teaser.
Officers are here to serve and protect the community.
You commended several officers for profiling young black men.
You believe poor kid was shot 25 times.
I'm gonna get you before you get me.
Thanks.
By working hand in hand with residents, patrol officers are better equipped with intel to say, weed out this small group of bad apples.
Where's somebody at?
I think we can all agree that America has a very serious problem. Not only does America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious problem. We have no sense of unity.
Hey, what you think?
Okay, well, I have chills.
You said what?
I have chills. I have goosebumps. Of course, it's a sensitive subject. It's shot really well.
Yeah,
I love the music. I love the way it's composed. Awesome. Great job.
This is 6 years in the making. So we got the pilot done. The pilot is 30 minutes. And don't tell nobody, but I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna let you see it.
Congratulations. And sometimes it takes that long. Sometimes and it feels so much better when you're doing it by yourself and you're not depending on anybody else for their money, their rules. We want this person to do it.
Yes.
Yourself. It's yours.
Cool.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So everybody, Dawn Noel has blessed and graced the Simeon Henderson Show. She's been in so much stuff. NC, I always say NC, is it NCSI?
There's a CSI and then there's NCIS.
Yeah.
NCIS.
Right. And she is co-starring in the hit comedy that's out right now, White People Money. It's on all platforms. It will be in theaters on May 7th, directed and written by Mark Harris. And he is the owner of Black Films Rock. And I just want you guys to make sure you support our girl. Make sure that you are following her and you're supporting the movie and everything she's doing. And now that you've seen on the Simeon Henderson Show, you guys have to keep up with her.
Thank you.
So Dawn, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I'll talk to you later. All right.
Thank you for having me. Have a blessed day.
You too. So everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. And now it's time for our next guest. I have with me today Mr. Quincy J. Trent. Now, this is a good friend of mine, so it's always a pleasure. He's been on the show before, but this time he's on the show because he's written and directed and also starred in a film titled Death by Envy. Quincy has produced, directed, and written family-based stage plays. Quincy is fearless and ready to blaze through the pathways of success. He's here to tell us about his recent movie, Death by Envy. I mean, the man is so talented. When I say he's talented, he not only wrote and directed, but he shot it and he edited the movie, and it was scored by Rob Diggy. But when you see the film, it's just going to be super dope. I see my girl, Sarah Saigon, is on here. She is in the movie as well. So before I bring my boy, Quincy J. Trent on here, let's check out the trailer for Death by Envy and see what it talking about. We'll be right back with Quincy J. Trent.
Cain. When I was little, my daddy said I was so bad that I reminded him of some dude from the Bible named Cain.
Me too. You took money out for Cain?
Rico, it's been 3 weeks. Look, I got your money, man. Time's up.
I can tell you just what I want, and you give it to me just like that. The truth of the matter.
I'm talking about you and that God you still believing in.
Just let me see my son, that's all.
For what?
Hey, for what? Who you raising your voice at, boy?
Elijah.
Abel Jones, 31-year-old, was shot to death in what appears to be an armed robbery.
God don't care about you or me.
Wrong.
Right. Because if he cared about us, my brother would still be alive right now.
Wrong, because if he didn't care about us, you'd be dead right there with him.
So I advise you to just hand over the money and we be on our way.
You okay, baby?
Okay.
You alright?
If you ain't got my bread in 3 weeks, Negro, that's your life.
3 weeks, man.
3!
Don't act like you don't know what this is about.
But to whoever did do this, you're gonna pay for what you've done. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I do know Bible. And baby, believe me, as sure as my name is Jennifer Jones, you're gonna reap what you sow.
Your brother would still be alive today if you had done what you were supposed to do. What you mean? If you would have done what you were supposed to, your brother would still be alive today. What you mean? Ah! What did I tell you to do?
All right, everybody, I am here. And I know you didn't expect this, but he is funky fresh in the flesh. And look at what he's wearing. He got on his Be Symbolic gear.
Sir.
Everybody, I am here with the one and the only, my brother, Quincy J. Trent. And before you guys talk crazy, he had a COVID test. I had a COVID test. We had this all set up so we could be together in studio. So we are COVID safe. So, but without further ado, my man Quincy Trent. What's going on, brothers? Good to see you.
You already
as
know.
usual.
You already know.
So once again, you have done it.
Yes.
You had this one. I mean, you've done a lot of films, but I'm telling you, this one, man, and it's something about evolving, and you have evolved. But I want to go back, brother. I want to go back. I want to go back. Tell us how you developed your inspiration for writing while in elementary school.
Oh man, you went back.
Yes, I told you I was going back,
man,
brother.
Where you get these questions from? I promise you, that's because the reason why I say that is because that's where it all started. You know, the writing, that process started in elementary school. English was my favorite subject, so
in reverse, in the opposite, I didn't really care for math,
Mhm.
but I loved English, and I
Okay.
was always writing. I was always writing poems, and then it kind of led to like telling stories. Because writing, you know, back in the day, I was a Tupac fan. You know, my mama and daddy didn't know the songs I was listening to because my mama was playing Kirk Franklin on the way to drop me off from school. But at school, I was learning
playing
these,
All Eyes on Me.
Tupac. and man, he used to tell stories in his lyrics, and I used to just take before I was even listening to him,
Mhm.
I would print out this stuff off the internet. And this was in the 90s when the internet was just blowing up.
Mhm.
And I'll print it out and I would just read what he was recording.
Mhm.
And man, I just started, doing the same thing, coming up with stories and making stories in my head and rapping them. So it all started with poetry, and then it just came to making stories. I remember being at my grandfather's house, and it was just me there, and I thought to myself, man, I want to make a movie.
Mhm.
And I was only at that time, I was probably about 12 or 13. And I was like, man, I want to make a movie. I was sitting at the table and I just didn't know how it would be done.
Right.
And, they say, like the Bible even says, write the vision, make it plain.
Yes, yes, sir.
And I basically wrote the vision in my head, and God heard my thoughts. And he was like, I guess he just put it all together for me. I know he put it all together for me. And here we go. I'm doing what I love to do. You know what I mean?
So unlike me, you can read in grammar school.
Right.
You read my book.
And also, unlike you, I can read now.
Hey, so as you can see, the man thinks he's a comedian. This is what I have to deal with. Okay. So what are some of the challenges associated with being an independent filmmaker? I mean, we know that there are a lot of challenges out there, but what are some of the challenges that you feel are associated with being an independent filmmaker?
Man, I promise you, man, just the budget. Mm-hmm. Being an independent filmmaker, trying to make things happen. Mm-hmm. It got to a point where I just was like, it got to a point where I've been doing this for since 04, 05, right?
Yes.
And that's how we met.
Yeah, exactly.
And you came in right around the time I was opening up that, that introduction to this style we call film. Mm-hmm. And the hardest part has been back then and even now is getting money for the projects.
Okay.
So I've made a lot of sacrifices, and it's even harder when you have a family.
Yes.
Shout out to my family, my wife and kids. Let me say all their names.
What's up, Chubb? Go ahead and say their
Amber,
name.
Tony, Brighton, and Balin. And Amber gonna get mad if I don't name the dog. So Chase, you in there too.
So the dog made it. The dog
made the cut.
Yeah. So
the dog made the cut.
Did you say your wife's name? Because I don't want you to get beat up when you get
home. Well, everybody know who my wife is. Sandra. If you know me, you see my wife. And I thank God for that. So, but that's the biggest thing there is just having that money to be able, because we know it takes money to make money. And with this project, and it's been a come up, because I've been stepping up as I go with these projects, getting that caliber actors like yourself and like Antoine, like Kid, like Khadijah, and all of
Sarah
the
Saigon.
Sarah Saigon, right? Sarah Saigon.
It's Saigon.
Everybody, it's gonna be. What is that? I thought it was Saigon. But I've been, she was in just to talk, and Whitney Pipes. It was so many people. I hate Andrea Adams. Can I just name them all? My goodness. My wife was killing it in there. She did a great job. Listen, I'm excited.
And don't forget Brighton and Balin was in it as well.
Yes.
My two little nephews was in it.
They was in there. And they gonna always, that's the thing about it. I thank God for a talented family. Yeah. And that's the thing that we have in common. We have a talented family.
Yes,
I see your son. What little Simba was doing at 4. He was in Logos.
Yeah.
He was in Logos, and that was a beautiful thing. So, that's been the challenge. But it's the movement is to keep going.
Yes.
And I'm grateful for people, the friends that we have come up with, yourself and Mark is one of them, Aisha, we got Eugene, people that are creating.
Richard, Rob D,
Richard.
Maisha Carter, Shabita Carter.
Yeah. And I do understand the challenge of doing this.
Yes.
It's a challenge to keep fighting. And sometimes you have them thoughts like, man, how can I do this?
Yeah.
And then God will give you just what you need in order to, to keep going. So it's been a blessing.
Okay. So, everybody, I know you're watching this. So Quincy J. Trent, excite us. Okay. Excite us about the movie Death by Envy.
Yes.
It's going to be screening this weekend. It's sold out. 2 days sold out.
Right.
And share your core vision for creating this movie. Excite us.
Oh, man.
Let us know, like make us want to watch this movie right now.
Man. All right, this is what I'm gonna tell you. My last movie was All for the Money. It was a comedy. A lot of people, got their laugh on. This one, you might not laugh as much, but you're gonna be getting them emotions out. It's a tearjerker. It's some things that happen that's just gonna be like, wow, and it's relatable.
Yes.
It's family. It's not only is it family oriented, but it's dealing with family issues.
Yes.
Whether it's the title is called Death by Envy, so it's dealing with envy, it's dealing with jealousy, it's dealing with death, it's hitting those core things that we don't really talk about as much.
Yes.
But it's exciting to see, and I just want everyone to come out. That's coming out because it's sold out, man. It's sold out really quickly, and I wanted to get more. I needed more auditoriums. I needed more theaters, but they didn't have enough because Mortal Kombat coming out. We got Mortal Kombat, and then another movie was out, and they just
Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
I saw both of them, by the way.
Did you? How was it?
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
And speaking about that, before we get out of here, we have something special for you. We have the 5 things that you need to know by our very own Chicago Fly Guy. And it's a special Hollywood edition of the 5 things that you should know. So we'll be right back with Quincy J. Trent on the Simeon Henderson Show. And check out our Chicago Fly Guy with the 5 things you need to know.
It's your Chicago Fly Guy bringing you the top 5 movies that you need to see right here on the Simeon Henderson Show. It's the battle, and I'm not talking about verses. It's the epic battle of the monsters. It's King Kong versus Godzilla. Filming on HBO Max and in a theater near you. Check it out and see who will be the victor. Big Kong or Zilla? Number 4, Mortal Kombat. It's the battle of the soul of the universe, where Sub-Zero will try to take out Cole Young. Number 3 is the hilarious comedy White People Money, directed by Mark Harris. This is about a family that wins $1 billion and tries to keep it a secret in the hood. What? You know you can't keep that a secret in the hood. Folks gossip too much. That money's been borrowed, begged for, and spent. Number 2, the film Death by Envy will be released May 1st. That's this weekend. Directed by Quincy J. Trent. This movie is about the life of Abel Jones, who had a promising future. But Abel had a drug-dealing past. Check it out and find out what really happened to Abel. And the number 1 thing that you need to know is the Academy is becoming more diversified. What? Finally! Yes! This is the first time in history that the Oscars nominated an all-black production team for Best Picture. Congratulations to the Academy for finally thinking outside the box. I'm the Chicago Fly Guy, and these have been the top 5 movies that you need to see right here on the Simeon Henderson Show.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the show. I want to give a shout out to my executive producer, Jamani Anamdi, my producer, Jose Perez, and my creative director, Sheldon Smith, and intellectualradio.com, Earl, the other Winfrey, and everybody that makes this show happen. We are creeping into 3 years on the Simeon Henderson Show. We won't stop. We'll keep going, and we'll keep giving you inspiring, educational, and motivational shows and content. And I'm sitting here with my brother, Quincy J. Trent. Now, before we get out of here, Quincy, you need to tell us this.
Okay.
Talk to us about your next project, like the goals for your next project. What's your next project goal as a film director?
Dude, as a film director, and it's funny you say how many minutes we got, because
just go.
That's what he say. But it's funny, you say film director, because I never intend to act in none of my stuff. You even know that. Even with this project, I was looking for another actor and it just didn't work out. But with this one, I had to do something. But directing wise, oh man, it's something I just love to do. So with the next project, it's coming out in maybe about 3 more months. I got one called The Escape Room that I'm working on right now. That's with the drama ministry at my church. And we clowning with that one. I'm excited about that one. And then the one after that, we have one, and I got a big named actor alongside you in that one as well. So I'm looking forward, and he's looking forward to working with you as well. So we gonna be working hard. You know,
let me tell you guys something. I just got to cut him off for a second, and I have to say this because Quincy and I go way back. I'm talking about, to me, I took the pictures for his engagement. I was in his wedding. We've been around each other for a lot of years, and Eugene. But one thing we always said, and we said that we were always going to work together. I always looked at people like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Adam Sandler and Rob Schneider and all of those guys, how they have this friendship, but they all work together and they do great work. And that's one thing I applaud you for is your growth and your humility. And you just always been a man of your word.
Oh, thanks, man.
And one thing, and I appreciate you for that, man. So I had to cut you off for that because it's just one of those things, man. I've watched you grow, and your growth is amazing because you're so talented. I mean, everything that you're going to see in this movie, the man directed it, wrote it, and he's a hell of an actor.
Wow.
You're a hell of an actor. I was like,
coming from a great actor.
I remember we did a play together. I was like, at first, because I thought Quincy, I thought you were just a director and writer. And the man was acting. I'm like, you know,
right? That is true, right?
And you used to do music as well, and you still write music.
Yeah, I still write music. I put it in the scores with Rob Diggy, man. When me and Rob Diggy get together, it's like we create a miracle right in the room with the studio. And Rob Diggy is one of the best I've worked with, man. It's like that passion. It's like you work with certain people. That's why I gravitate with you all. You know, and I was talking to you yesterday about how, you know, I'm thankful for the cast and the crew that I work with. You know who else I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for my mother allowing me to always use her house.
You ain't lying.
We use it all for the money.
Always,
we use the backyard.
Well, you use your mama's house for everything.
Right. So thank you, mama, for everything.
And your mom has always been a support. She reminds me of my mother.
Yes.
And it's so cool for me. Like people like your mom, like Miss Shabita, like my mother-in-law. And you know, those people that when your mom is gone, there's still somebody there that can help fill a void. And I appreciate that. Go ahead, bro.
Here's what I love. What I love about you is you keep your mom alive.
Yes, sir.
You keep your mom alive. You know, and you don't let it be forgotten. You don't let nothing. You just keep on, you know, and that's what I love about it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you ain't forgetting, like the Bible say, honor thy parents, so that your days. It's a reason why we still living.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? It's a reason why we still here. We're here because we've been honoring and we giving credit to whom is due. And listen, man, when I say, I want to say this before we get out of here. When I say that this man always impressed me behind that camera, you and Lamar. Okay, so it's two characters, Cain and Abel, and it's not what you think. You know, you watching it, you might think, oh man, this is a repeat of the Bible. It actually isn't, but it's a modern day version, right? It's about two brothers, and these two impress me so much. When I see when I'm a director, and then I got to go home and edit and chop it everything. Yeah, I've seen the movie probably over 1,000 times. My wife's seen it over about 500, and my kids seen it about 200. You know what I mean? Because I'm in that office just bam, 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 editing all day. And I kid you not, I never get tired of seeing these two going as the main characters. We got the all-star cast, but at the same time, we got the two main guys who really brought it. So to the cast, thank you. To the crew, thank you. My light guy was remarkable.
Yes, he was.
Zach Richmond was remarkable. Felice Tamara J was a great did makeup. She did so well. So listen, when this movie hits, I want everybody to check it out. You're gonna want to check it out.
Yeah, you're
gonna want to check it out. And I hate that people didn't get a chance to make it to the screening because so many people wanted to be there. And we couldn't do it, but we're gonna try to do some more screenings throughout this Chicagoland soon.
So let me ask you this: tell everybody, really quick, what were some of the challenges that you faced making Death by Envy? Because I know it wasn't easy, brother. What were some of the challenges that you faced making this movie?
Listen, Challenge wise, man, COVID. COVID.
Okay.
I had this vision in August of last year, but around January is when I started writing it. I had talked to Antoine a couple years ago, and then I ran into you again, and then me and you start chopping it up because you got Antoine and Roman. And I was like, oh, it just ring a bell. It's like I forgot me and Antoine supposed to be making something together too. So I hit him up, and that just brought about everything. But the challenge just came with COVID. I think we had to take so many COVID tests.
Yeah. Oh my God.
My body just got immune to it. I'm like, man, let me go. I wanted to take it. I couldn't wait to take a COVID test.
Like, bring on COVID. I'm gonna pass this test.
That first time it feels like it's going that swab going all the way to the back of your head, like hitting you, bam. But after a while you get used to it, man. And then it got better. The COVID test got better because they was like, at first they used to have it sticking all the way up here to your eyeball. Then all of a sudden it got to the point they just said, man, the nurses stopped caring. They start seeing me so much. They said, man, you ain't got to touch the rim. We know you ain't got it. Yeah, you touched the mustache. You good. And man, I passed every time. I felt like a straight A student passing every test. But it was beautiful though, man. I didn't have too much of a challenge because it was working with such an extraordinary group of people. We opened our house up to the cast. Different cast members opened their house up for us. It was a blessing. And so, man, talk about challenges. Look, we overrode every challenge that hit.
Man.
And we still faced with challenges. Now we gotta try to find distribution, and if I gotta get out there by myself, I'm not too proud. What's that song? Not too proud to beg.
Ain't too proud to beg.
I ain't too proud to beg.
That's
I've been
right.
at Walmart with my first movie and standing out there passing out, trying to get people to buy that DVD. So I can care less. I'm ready. I'm ready.
So everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show where we're giving a voice to the people. We were with Dawn Noel earlier. Now we are with Of White People Money, the comedy that's out on all streaming platforms, and it'll be in theaters May 7th. And now we have Quincy J. Trent. He's the writer, director, and he acted in the hit movie that's going to be screening this weekend in Orland Park on Saturday and Sunday, May 1st and 2nd. All of the theaters are sold out. It's going to be awesome. And I just want to show you guys a quick trailer teaser of the movie so you can see the work that Quincy J. Trent is doing right here on the Simeon Henderson Show.
Can I be honest? You can't handle the truth. Jack Nicholson, sidelined by the pain from the truth. Kobe era, rivers cried through the pain while recouping. To champion, endure the piercing, the sad, then regroup, then cry forever. Oh, you think they catch it? No, gonna have to rewind in my mind, far from the average Joe. I went from silent, dying to sad and barely growing, to embarking upon a walk with Christ that fed my soul. And I ain't talking collard greens and yam, mac and cheese, no ham. From hell and mud I rose, the Lord cleansed my hands. Been a victim of my time.
Sweet wind of you crying in my head. I tossed and turned all night, lying in my bed. I thank God for strength. I thank you for what you've done for me. I thank God for peace. Lord, thank you for your peace, knowing that He cares.
So guys, I just want to say before we get out of here, rest in peace to our girl Shantice. And I'm gonna say something else about her in a minute, but I want to let my buddy Quincy J. Trent talk to you real quick about the song you just heard.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Quincy.
So me and Rob came together last week a week and a half ago, and we co-wrote this song. Rob mostly influenced the most, of course, but I couldn't find nobody else but the young lady that sang it. Her name is Blair portrayal. And my buddy that was rapping in the last one, his name is Holy Grind. He go by that name, but they are both extraordinary. And I thank God for Blair. Blair, I've been trying to work with her for the last maybe 15 years because she just brings that voice. That voice, like that Donald Lawrence type of style. I love it.
Yeah.
And I remember years ago going to Tyler Perry play at movie. And that's all he had was great sounding artists. And I love it. So I want to give a special shout out to those two for bringing their gift to this platform as well.
Okay. So, man, hey, I just want to say this. I appreciate you, brother. Everything that you do, everything that you've been bringing to the table, and just being a light in this world at this time. We need lights, guys. We need people to just really, really help us as we go through these times. And your movies will do that, Quincy. And I am really excited about what's next. And I hope you guys are too, because we are going to be doing some big things right here in Chicago. And we're going to be going abroad. So thank you guys for tuning in. And I want to give a big shout out to my people. And I just want to say, God bless you. And thank you to my producer, Jamani and Amdi, Sheldon Smith, Early Other Winfrey, everybody that tuned in. I want to say thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And we couldn't do this without you. And prayers goes to the family of Big Sexy, Shantice. And hey, Whitney Pipes, there's Whitney. And
great job.
I just want to say thank you guys so much. And we're going to get out of here. And then we are going to do a little tribute to Shantice. But until next time, thank you for tuning into the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. I love you guys. And we will see you next time. Say bye, Quincy.
Peace.